You're here.
Wait, you're...
Well, first of all, I contacted more than one person. Secondly, she came here as Jean herself, not as the acting Grandmaster.
What a surprise. I heard about the Holy Lyre, but I never suspected it was you. So, the sound of the Holy Lyre can purify Stormterror and return it to normal? Is that true?
That's right. Your honorary knight is putting themselves on the front line to try and resolve this Stormterror issue. Now that's the hotshot of the Knights of Favonius I'm talking about.
Feels like we're breaking the law, though.
I understand this kind of absurd explanation is hard to believe. But we can ask the bard to play the song again to try and persuade...
I believe you.
To persuade our stubborn command... Wait, what?
I can't think of any reason for Dvalin's betrayal, given it was once one of the Four Winds. However, if it was poisoned in the battle over Mondstadt all those years ago, and then corrupted by the Abyss Mage after it woke up, we can't really blame it. But as acting Grandmaster, I obviously cannot make such a statement publicly. Diplomatic pressure from the Fatui makes it hard for us to seek a peaceful resolution to the Stormterror issue. People would think I've lost grip on the gravity of the situation. That's why I can only do this in private.
That's one of the reasons I don't like the Knights of Favonius. What surprises me is that you would believe in Outlanders so easily.
My cautious and meticulous superior, even you trust him, don't you, sir?
I already told you not to call me sir. Never mind. We don't...
Wow, this is really awkward.
I have a rough idea of where the Holy Lyre de Himmel is.
Nice recovery. She's really talented at changing the subject.
The conflict between Mondstadt and Snezhnaya stems from the conflict between the Seven Nations and their respective gods. The cryo-gods Fatui seem to be after the Animo god's power. Right. If the Knights of Favonius publicly prevented an attempt on Dvalin's head, then the only other way to affect the Animo god's power is to take the Holy Lyre.
The number of Fatui that have come to Mondstadt is far from limited. I've already managed to coerce a few reports out of them.
Diluc has determined that the Holy Lyre is not being held in the Goth Grand Hotel. I imagine they don't want to leave something stolen in a place where it could be so easily found.
Paimon gets it. If too much of a scene gets made, then it becomes a big diplomatic issue.
Such is the diplomacy between the Seven Nations. Outlander, ready to go?
No, no, no! Don't eat me! You're human? The entire floor's defenses have been broken. I thought it was the Abyss Order attacking. How did you guys know the Lyre's here? The place it's being kept is locked up tight. If you're after the key, keep going further into the ruins, but don't come after me. I don't know which one of the guards has it, but I'm sure you can find the guards and find out for yourselves.
This guy looks like he's about to wet himself.
You just worry about yourselves. One of the 11 is already in Mondstadt. Signora, when she gets her hands on you, she's gonna string you up and torture you. When that time comes, don't you dare say a word about me.
Did he say Signora? What a strange name.
Number 8 of the 11 goes by the name Signora. The fact that the Fatui can run amok across the Seven Nations like they do is entirely because of the 11. We need to act quickly before she gets wind of what's going on.
Where did you rats scurry out from? Signora's not going to tolerate this kind of interference in our affairs. So I'll be the one to take care of you. Save her the trouble of having to deal with you herself. Burn! Can't run from death.
Finally, the Lyre is back in safe hands! Where did that guy go, though? He was here a second ago.
Senora is going to end you. The songs bards sing of your demise will be so terrifying. The people of Mondstadt will never sleep again for the nightmares they give them.
Big talk for a guy who still ran off in the end. Chicken.
Welcome back. This is the Holy Lyre. You managed to retrieve it. The pattern of flowing wind carved on the rosewood, and the strings still feel cool to the touch, too. The memories.
What do you think, Venti? Can you summon Dvalin?
Although this lyre is the real thing, I doubt that it's going to work. As you can see, the lyre has been through 1,000 years of history. Its animo power has run dry. In this condition, you couldn't play music fit for even Diluc's tavern with it.
Bards fight to get on the stage of my tavern. Don't make assumptions.
Is that really important right now, Master Diluc? And you! Did you just borrow the Holy Lyre to play music for drunkards to hear? What do you mean?
Anyway, we won't be able to call Dvalin with it. The lyre itself is fine, but the strings... You're up, Outlander. Relax, it's not broken. It's just that the intensity of its animo power has greatly diminished. Do you still have Dvalin's teardrop crystal with you? Great! Try to use it on the Holy Lyre. It worked as expected.
This youthful glow.
Thanks to our traveler friend having purified the crystal, the Holy Lyre won't continue to lose power. That said, its power is far from replenished. It'd be great if we could get more tears.
How can we gather more?
I can surmise that Dvalin will already be crying, suffering alone in some deserted place.
Dvalin.
Poor baby.
This is not something that an honorary knight can accomplish alone. I will mobilize the rest of the knights to assist. When you get the teardrop crystal, please let our honorary knight perform the purification process.
Heroes supporting each other and setting out on a journey together. How exciting! Let me come up with a song for you.
Is that all you're going to do? Just sing?
Wouldn't be much of a bard if I didn't, now would I?
You're so cheeky. You deserve an ugly nickname. Oh, Paimon knows. From now on, you'll be known as Tone Deaf Bard. Woohoo! Dvalin Protection Squad, assemble!
Let's put our crystals together. Oh. The color of these crystals looks muddy. Dvalin, you're going through so much pain. Let's start purifying these crystals first. Please, Traveler.
It is hard to believe such a thing is possible until you've seen it with your own eyes.
I think we should have enough tears now. So next we... use the crystals on the Holy Lyre like last time.
It worked!
It seems completely different from before.
The Lyre's animo power seems fully restored. We should be able to use it now. It's all thanks to you.
Now, where should we summon Stormterror? It must be away from the city, else there will be casualties should we fail.
Wind that blows at sea or in high places should be able to carry a bard's words far away. It's never going to work if the air is too dry or suffocating.
Paimon understands. Sea or high places, right? Then the best location to play the lyre would be...
If you go east from Starfell Lake, there are mountains south of the beach.
Oh, you mean that beach we were on when you told Paimon about your sister?
If you head to where the cliff juts out, that place is known as Star Snatch Cliff. What do you think, Bard? Meets the requirements, no?
Let me think. Star Snatch Cliff. All right, let's do it there.
Very well. Then let's meet at Star Snatch Cliff when we're ready. Please don't be late.
Yes, ma'am.
Sorry. I didn't mean to...
I, the best wandering bard of the mortal world, shall begin my performance with the Holy Lyre.
What has been done cannot be undone.
Then why do I see sadness in your eyes? Sadness that speaks of your yearning for this song.
We are communicating. Huh?
No, don't get bored.
Do not be fooled by him, dear dragon. He left you to rot alone. Now he attempts to deceive you once more.
Beetles!
Let your wrath fester. Mondstadt has already turned its back on you.
You were planning this all along to have me slain by them!
No, listen to me!
The time has come for the dragon to serve its true master. While you beware your magnetic shadows, watch the world tremble with fear.
Dvalin.
Venti, please, be careful.
You've known my true identity for some time now, haven't you, Jean? Though, I thank you for continuing to use the name Venti.
How's the Holy Lyre? Can it still be played, or does it need to be repaired?
Unfortunately, I think it's beyond repair.
You're right. If we don't fight the evil at its source, then we can't save Dvalin at all.
In which case, I shall call upon Outrider Amber to track it down.
No need.
Why is that?
I eradicated one not long ago, in one of the Four Winds temples.
What? When?
If you want to track those monsters down, then I'll seek answers from my contacts. I've got other means for getting the job done.
Diluc. Though he dislikes the Knights of Favonius, he protects Mondstadt in his own way.
Oh? Why does our little Paimon sound so doting all of a sudden?
Wait for my word. I'll be sure to let the Abyss Order know that their blatant disregard for Mondstadt will not go unpunished.
Your Highness, your humble servant returns. When your homeland returns to this world, we shall revel in its glory.
The Abyss Order. Enemies of the human race. Even the underground networks rarely come across any information on them. With that said, it was a bit of a hassle, but I managed to dig up a few clues.
Really? That quickly? You really are well connected, Master Diluc.
Come to think of it, Mr. Big Animo God Barbados, why exactly do you need the help of mere humans?
How do I put it? The Seven, as people now know them, were once known as the Seven Archons. Each Archon presides over their own part of Tevat. That is the role the Archons play. Only in performing this duty can we attain power. But I don't like the idea of ruling Mondstadt, and I don't feel Mondstadt would really like it either.
Go forth and establish a city of freedom without rule. We have not forgotten Barbados's wish for Mondstadt.
Jean, you're such a devotee. Maybe someone got a little too free and is just too lazy to care.
However it may have come to be, I haven't been back to Mondstadt for an extended period of time. Without a doubt, I am now the weakest Archon among the 7. Aw, you flatter me.
Oh, such a humble god. Is it a blessing or a curse? But we digress. Let's get back to the topic at hand. The common enemy of all mankind. We have tracked the Abyss Mage to the vicinity of the winery.
I cannot stress enough how important it is to not let it escape.
Huh? What's this? After the Abyss Mage was defeated, a certain energy dispersed from its body. It seems that energy was being used to cut off the connection between me and Dvalin. Huh. Do you know of Stormterror's lair? But Jean and Master Diluc are no doubt aware of it. After Dvalin woke up, he took the ancient ruins as his lair. As it was with the storms that previously cut Mondstadt off from the outside world, the entrance to the ruins is also sealed by a special barrier. But now, as the energy dispersed from the Abyss Mage, I was able to read the rhythmic flow of how the barrier's magic was woven. It should be enough to let us break through the storm barrier and reach Stormterror's lair.
Which means we're going to confront Dvalin? I'm fine with that. Jean is the one who wishes to avoid any direct confrontation.
No. When there are no other options left, it is my responsibility to alter our course of action. If slaying him is our only choice, I will gladly become the knight that leads the charge.
Fortunately, we have yet to need to go that far.
By that, you mean...
I mean that the Holy Lyre is not our trump card. Our real trump card? The Traveler, of course.
The Traveler?
Correct. But you have a much more precious forte. The impurities in the tears and the curse that binds Dvalin belong to the same maleficent power. Which means...
You tone-deaf bard! Don't you see how crazy this is? You've seen what Dvalin is like when he's ticked off. She'll be swallowed whole before she even gets to lift a finger.
Hey. Nice plan. Worth a shot.
I am with you, Honorary Knight.
Oh, so we just need to fight monsters from the Abyss and a dragon. No pressure or anything.
Humans aren't without their strengths. Let's go.
It's a storm barrier.
Although this wooden lyre is all I have, I don't need the lyre to break through this kind of storm barrier. Wait, what is that?
Enemy attack! Prepare yourselves!
The hilly trolls usually do not venture into areas with high elemental concentrations. It puts a heavy burden on their bodies.
The Abyss Order must be manipulating them behind the scenes, yet they shouldn't have been able to determine that we would come. And presumably spreading their forces to halt our plans.
Without further ado, I suppose I can play faster if my only audience is the wind.
It actually opened. You're not entirely useless, tone-deaf bard.
This is it. We are now entering Stormterror's lair. Watch yourselves. Let's move.
It's stuck. Hey, check out that roof. Is there a giant hole in it?
I suppose we could make use of that wind current. Oh, we can't advance any further. The ruins seem to be guarded by ancient seals.
Is this the work of Dvalin?
No. These ruins were once part of an ancient city. Dvalin just happens to be nesting in these ruins for now. These ruins even predate the existence of the Four Winds. Mondstadt is a city without a ruler. However, before it was ruled over by a tyrant. Anyway, I'll sing you that story when we have a chance in the future.
The markings on this seal. If my archaeological knowledge is not mistaken, this appears to be a light act. If we retrieve and reintegrate all the parts, we should be able to get it working.
Looks like we're right. There are 3 more halos circling the tower.
Which I can see one from here. The rest must be scattered within the ruins around here. Let's go find them.
I'm thinking about turning these adventures into songs after we're done. Hopefully, this song will be sung for years to come by the people of Mondstadt, just like the legend of Vanessa.
I have loved that song since I was small. How are you feeling today, Honorary Knight? I am completely prepared and fully confident that we can do this.
Even Master Diluc accompanied us to the very end.
You shared your secret with me, and I only returned your trust to the same extent.
As for Master Jean, responsibility perhaps. What about the tone-deaf bard?
It's freedom.
Freedom?
When you first arrived at Mondstadt, did no one tell you that Mondstadt is the city of freedom? She really is a child of freedom. Mondstadt is a romantic city without the reign of a king, and its citizens enjoy the most freedom amongst the 7 nations. I hope the dragon that once protected Mondstadt will soon be free too. No one should have deceived him by telling him that Mondstadt betrayed him. And no one should have told him that it was his eternal duty to protect the city. He has the right and freedom to choose his own way of life.
Venti?
Well then, traveler, may the thousands of years of wind that have blown through Mondstadt go with you. Just like the last time, I shall channel animal energy for you.
Oh, no wonder you said his voice sounds familiar.